Hey everybody, don't forget to check out my bookie Sportsbook and Casino, America's most trusted sportsbook in 2019. You can look at betting lines and place bets in bare knuckle and MMA. Don't forget to use our referral code down below for a 50% sign up bonus. That's my bookie Sportsbook and Casino. We were there. We were there live Saturday night in Tampa. Saw the fight. Um, there's a lot of animosity going in there with the fight with you and Lorenzo Hunt. A lot of animosity in the lead up, and just a lot of back and forth, kind of smack talk in the like those interviews that you guys filmed early on. But let me ask you, man, like how did you feel? Because and this is self admitted by Lorenzo Hunt because we talked to him like right after the fight, and it kind of acknowledged what me and Nick had been talking about as we were watching it. It seemed like Lorenzo Hunt he slowed down a whole lot, and it almost as it like you were starting to come back and get the better of him, and then of course they stopped the fight because of the hematoma or whatever the medical term is. Nick, that's your department. Did I say that right?
You sure
But
did.
I guess tell us about your thoughts, man. Like how are you feeling? Like the day of the fight, like leading up into the fight, and then how did you think it was going during the fight?
I feel, you pretty much hit everything right on the head. I felt great going into the fight. Now, mind you, I haven't fought since 2017,
Yep.
so this was me coming as a fat ass. Okay, I was fat as all hell, and I started training for this fight. I got ripped up, got in fight shape in no time, and I was ready to bang. And I started a little slower than I wanted to, due to a number of factors. First, being out of the ring for so long, getting that adjustment period, getting my timing, trying to find my timing again, and got to give Lorenzo credit. He was fast as all shit. He was a fast guy. He was a powerful guy.
Yeah.
And he, that first round, I was a little like, wow, okay, this is bare knuckle. Because you know what, man, man can prepare you for it. Until you feel that bare knuckle, you can't be prepared for it, and that shit hurts, man. Bare knuckle is the real deal. It's not MMA. It ain't boxing. It's bare knuckle, and that shit hurts. Um, and I was like, okay, wow, welcome to bare knuckle. This is it.
Mm.
So I was, call a little, had to take a step back and compose myself, and I feel like I did just that. Like I weathered the storm early, and I battled through, and I fought tough that second round, and then I think that third round I dominated. I think a little more time I was going to put him away, and it's unfortunate that the commission had to come in, step in, and stop the fight because I had a lot going. I was hitting him, and I would literally feel the energy leaving his body and motivating me, like entering my body. Like I was getting off on just going to the body on him, and I would feel him, I'd hear him wheeze, and I would just like, wow, it would just wake me up and give me just more energy to push forward. And I thought I was going to stop him. I really did. And if not, it was going to be a close decision because I felt like I did enough that third round. I feel that the second round was close. So, I mean, he definitely got the first round. And I mean, it would have been interesting to see. But as far as the animosity and all the talk going to the fight, that's all genuine. And I'll sit right here and tell you, Lorenzo Hunt's the biggest piece of shit I've ever been in my life, man. This guy's a scumbag. I mean, everything that he post fight, he tried to give me a little respect, and all that shit went out the window, man. He got on social media right away, started talking shit and posting his pictures and doing all, he likes to play up for his crowd. But when it's just me and him face to face, the guy wants to shake my hand, wants to bow to me and act like we're all good. Like I'm a genuine person. I'm a real individual. What you get, what you see is what you get. I'll tell you if I don't like you to your face. I'll tell you if I love you to your face.
Right.
You're never going to be surprised by anything coming. You're going to know where you stand with me right away. And I can't say the same for Lorenzo Hunt. I can't wait to get my I don't know how much I can. I just can't wait to get my hands on this guy again. I hope that I get the opportunity to, but time will tell.
Well, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I from watching it from our point of view, it kind of looked like your plan was to weather the storm. I know you said you haven't fought in 2 years, but it kind of looked like you were like, I know he's going to come out fast. And nobody's denying he won the first round. The second round was close, and I had you immediately win in the third round. I think there was enough that happened in the lead up into that fight that the only thing to do is do it again.
It just makes sense.
It makes sense. I know we want to see it. I know the crowd was talking like this should
Yeah.
happen again. Even on social media, we put out an article about it, and people were like, "Absolutely," because all right, he got the win, but the business isn't. It's unsettled still.
It's unsettled, and he's parading around like he like he won the Olympics or something. He's going on social media like he's Kurt Angle. Just this. I understand. He hasn't fought anyone. You look at his track record. He's fought a bunch of bums, and I'm probably the most accomplished guy he's ever beat. So sure, yeah, there you go. It's probably a historic moment for Lorenzo Hunt. But I just can't wait to get my hands on him again. And it has to be it's got to get settled one way or another. So.
The real question now is, now that you came back from retirement, do we see a different Reggie Pena if this fight happens 5 months from now, or now that you're back into that rhythm?
Yeah, absolutely. I expect my timing to get a lot better. I expect to be sharper, more alert, not to get so surprised, and I'm gonna be in better shape. I mean, I felt like I was in pretty decent shape, but now this time around, I won't be cutting from being a fat ass on the couch. I'll be in somewhat good shape going into camp. So
Right.
as soon as I heal up here, I'm going right back to work. So it's I expect to be in great shape for whatever fight, if it's a Lorenzo Hunt or if it's someone else. But I expect to see a better version of myself next time I'm in there.
Let me ask you this, Reggie, because during the post fight interview where I was talking to Lorenzo, he kind of brought up the whole reason why this whole animosity started, and maybe you can clear the air. He
Yeah.
mentioned about that, something to the extent of that he thought that maybe you and your side knew about the fight way before he did, and he thinks that you were responsible for that, for him not
Yeah.
knowing the information.
Yeah, he felt that I was being shady, or there was some shady sly tactics. It was a conspiracy against Lorenzo Hunt, to kind of surprise him at the last minute, like, gotcha, you're fighting me. Oh, surprise, not the case whatsoever. This is the fight game, and as everyone knows in a fight game, fights fall through all the time. Until I get a contract, I'm trying to see where the camera's picking me up. I'm like all over the place. But until I get a contract with an opponent's name in my hand and it's signed, I don't know who I'm fighting. Like there's been names thrown around. Like, I had, someone, we had talked about Chris Lieben. We talked about Lorenzo Hunt. Then there was some other guy who was in the UFC, Royce. I don't even know what the hell, some guy who was like 6'3" or something. So there's possible names. Now, like, I'm not going to sit here and say to anyone, hey, this is who I'm fighting. I got to fight. Because I don't have a contract. Nothing is signed. There's nothing in writing. I don't know what's going to fall through. I don't know if he agreed to terms. I don't know. There's a lot of stipulations that come into effect. So for me just to sit here and say, oh, yeah, that's who I'm fighting, here's the date. I can't announce shit until Bare Knuckle gives me that green light to go ahead and announce it. Like, yeah, there's a contract. Here you go. Feel free. That's just the way the fight game works. I didn't know for a fact that I was fighting Lorenzo Hunt. The day he made the post, he put some shitty posts about me talking shit like, oh, people think it should be kept a secret and I'm fighting Reggie. No, there was nothing then. There was nothing set in stone then that I was fighting the guy. It was just been a rumor. He said there's someone from my camp. Let me tell you, so there was nobody from my camp that said shit to him. I know that he's I don't know if he's Facebook friends with that Viet Lee guy who's part of Abdul Velasquez's team. That guy ain't my friend. He ain't on my team. That guy has nothing to fucking do with me. I don't even, like I wave and say hi and bye to that guy. That guy's not in my camp. So if that guy ran back to him trying to gas him up, that's between the two of them. That had nothing to do with me or my camp. You know, so I took it personal. He started talking trash about me, and I had to let him know that I'm fired up, man. I made a video. I said, hey, man, if you want to see me, you got it, because I'm down for it.
And I guess lastly, real quick, because we got Jared Warren on tap, but I guess just real quick, man, like how are you feeling? If you could tell us, like, how are you feeling, and when can we expect to see you back again? What's your timetable?
I can't say when I'll be back, because that's up to David Feldman and the powers that be. But I'm aggravated. I feel like I fought very hard. I trained hard. I prepared for the fight, and I feel that it was taken from me. I feel like I had a lot more left, and I wasn't able to show that. And I feel like it was taken from the fans. So, I'm very motivated, and I'm fired up, and I'm excited to get back in there. And, I want to shut Lorenzo Hunt up.
I want to see it.
Understood.
There's no question. No questions.
Well, we're looking forward to it, my man, and hopefully we'll hear an announcement from you for your next fight sooner than later. We're looking forward to it, and like I said, can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much for your time, man, and we'll catch up later.
I always appreciate you guys having me on, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.